Alright, what's up? This is Tarek here, and we have two trainers, both from the same company. One is a direct drive and the other one is a roller. So the KICKR 5 is WAHOO's best bike trainer and one of the best trainers you can get right now. It's a direct drive and has been around for a while. WAHOO has been updating the KICKR year over year since they released it by either updating the hardware or software and making it slightly better every year. The roller is also from WAHOO, but it's a whole new different type of trainer. It's not a direct drive trainer or a wheel-on trainer. It's basically a roller with a fork stand. So let's talk about the differences between these two trainers and the best use cases for each trainer. And hopefully by the end of this video, you will have a better idea which trainer is best for you. And if you find it helpful, I would appreciate it if you hit the like button. It helps the channel and the video quite a bit, and I really appreciate it. Okay, let's start off with the price. The roller retails for $800 US, where the KICKR retails for $1,200 US. If you bundle the roller with WAHOO's own pedals base power meter, it will cost you $1,400, so about $200 more expensive than the KICKR 5, and that's a single-sided power meter. If you go with the dual-sided, it will cost you $600 more than getting a KICKR direct drive trainer. But assuming you do not have a power meter, the roller and WAHOO's PowerLink Zero power meter bundle is a good option that will give you a power meter to use with the roller for all your indoor training and a power meter to use when riding outside rather than being limited to only training with power when using the KICKR. And you might be wondering what's all this talk about a power meter bundle. I'll explain in a minute. Okay, let's talk about the specs. The KICKR 5 measures power within 1% accuracy. It does not require calibration and measure and broadcast cadence as well. The roller, on the other hand, does not measure power or cadence on its own. Instead, it pairs to an external power meter and uses that to function as a smart trainer. And since it uses your bike's power meter, the same power meter you use when riding outside, this eliminates any discrepancy you might have with the indoor power versus outdoor power. Without a power meter, the roller will only broadcast speed and will function exclusively in level mode. However, once a power meter is connected, the roller will broadcast all standard power data, including speed and cadence, and you will have sim and erg mode functionalities. The KICKR 5 comes with a 16-pound flywheel, where the roller comes with a 10.5-pound flywheel. So that is a big difference in flywheel size, which you will definitely feel in the ride feel. Both trainers broadcast in ANT plus FEC and up to 3 simultaneous Bluetooth connections. So you can connect to multiple apps or devices at the same time. This gives you an overall trouble-free experience when connecting to cycling apps. Also, both trainers support Direct Connect, which over a year and 3 months later hasn't been supported by Zwift yet. Just putting this out there as a reminder for you, Zwift. The KICKR resistance automatically adjusts to simulate climbs up to 20% and can generate up to 2,200 watts of resistance. The roller maximum supported incline is 10% and up to 1,500 watts of resistance. So when it comes to climbing, the KICKR 5 provides twice the resistance. Let's talk about the setup process. The KICKR 5 is a direct drive trainer, meaning you need to remove the back wheel when installing your bike. You also need to have the proper cassette and axle to properly install your bike. The KICKR 5 comes with an 11-speed cassette and different adapters that support either quick release or through axle. So depending on your bike, you might need to figure out the cassette situation to see if you have the proper cassette and possibly switch it out, which requires you to have the proper tools to remove and install a new cassette. The roller, on the other hand, is extremely simple to set up and use. There are two parts in the box: the wheelbase with the flywheel and the front wheel attachments that grips into your bike's front wheel. You need to connect the front wheel and rear assembly together via 2 screws that are already in there for you, and that's pretty much it. Pretty simple, Next thing you will need to do is put your bike on and adjust the wheelbase until the rear tire contacts both rollers. The front wheel is held together by this wheel gripper thing. Once the initial setup is complete, it will take you a few seconds to put your bike on. No need to worry about taking wheels off, quick release, or through axle, or changing cassettes. It's really that simple. So if you have multiple bikes in the house, you will find switching between bikes on the roller is a seamless process. The KICKR 5 is compatible with a wide range of bikes. It's compatible with a 12 by 142 and 12 by 148 through axles, in addition to the standard 130, 135 millimeter quick release. It's compatible with 650cc and 700cc wheel size, where the roller is only compatible with 700cc and tire width up to 2.1 inch. Mountain bikes can be tricky on the roller, as some of the modern mountain bikes have longer wheelbase than what the roller support. Also, you might want to use smooth tires, as bumpy tires increase wear and might make for a bumpy ride. If you are not sure about your bike fitting, WAHOO put together a nice website where you can check your bike compatibility, so I will link to that in the description. Both trainers connect to any cycling app that support Bluetooth or NT+ connectivity. Sim riding on both is pretty good, and both will adjust resistance quickly to simulate terrain. Like I said earlier, the KICKR supports up to 20% incline, so if climbing is a big thing you like to do when training indoors, the KICKR Direct Drive trainer is your trainer. It will give you more resistance. You can get out of the saddle and you do not have to worry about any tire slippage. The roller supports up to 10% incline. Seated climbing is usually a non-issue, but once you get out of the saddle, the rollers will lose contact with the tire and you might experience some tire slippage. Same thing if you like to race. The KICKR Direct Drive will give you a wider range of resistance and you can easily get out of the saddle without having any issues. The KICKR 5 Direct Drive trainer ride feel is really good. The flywheel is powerful and it will feel as good to riding outside as you will get on an indoor trainer. You can coast and take breaks during descents and the flywheel will spin forever. Also, the KICKR 5 comes with access feet that provides up to 5 degrees of side-to-side movement to help alleviate some of that saddle pressure caused by the rigid setup of a direct drive trainer. The roller ride feel is also good. Just like most rollers, the flywheel does require some power to spin. Also, the coast time is very short, so don't expect to get any long coast time as you get on the KICKR 5 or some of the higher end rollers. Also, since the rear wheel is moving freely and not secured in place, it makes the ride a bit more natural and comfortable than a fully rigid setup and works so much better than the access feet. I rode rollers for the majority of my training, and I have always said that side-to-side free movement of the rear wheel is key to comfort. Now, if WAHOO adds a little fore-aft movement to the roller, this will take it to a whole different level of comfort. The KICKR is a solid trainer when it comes to erg mode. There is no doubt about that. It has so much power to accommodate a wide range of wattage. Whether you want to pedal at 50 watts or 1000 watts, the KICKR got your back. Following a structured workout is seamless. Just pick a gear and go, and the KICKR will do all the work for you to adjust resistance and keep you at your prescribed watt. The roller performs well in erg mode, responds quickly to changes in intervals. Going from recovery sets to work sets was quick. However, the roller does have some limitations when using erg mode. You see, the roller has a window of speed that works for a specified erg wattage. In other words, the wattage floor on the roller is a little high, so you might need to adjust gears to hit certain watts. So, for example, on recovery sets where your prescribed watts are very low, the roller might have a hard time getting you there if you are using a bigger gear. So you'll find yourself adjusting gears to fine-tune erg mode. Also, depending on the power meter you use with the roller, you might find the roller to be more sensitive. I found this to be the case, particularly with Osceola pedals, because they just seem to be more sensitive and jumpier than other power meters, where that was not the case with my crank-based power meter or WAHOO's PowerLink pedals power meter. As far as noise, the KICKR 5 is without a doubt a quiet trainer. The only noise you will hear is the noise from your drivetrain. The roller will vary in noise. The roller itself is not noisy. You can spin those two rollers all you want. They are quiet, but you have these two rollers in contact with your bike tire, and depending on the tire that you use, you'll have some noise. The smoother the tire you use, the less noise you'll hear. Okay, both trainers are great trainers. I can recommend the KICKR drive trainer over and over again. It's just one of those smart trainers that just works. The roller, on the other hand, is so easy to set up and ride. No need to worry about removing wheels, cassette compatibility, adjusting rear derailleur, or anything like that. It's perfect for someone who does not want to fiddle with any of this stuff. Direct drive trainers can be intimidating to set up for a lot of people, and this is where the roller shines. It's also a great trainer for someone with multiple bikes. For example, my road bike is an 11-speed with disc brakes and through axle. On the other hand, my tri-bike is 10-speed and uses a quick release, so using the KICKR 5 for both bike is a hassle. I'll have to change the cassette and switch between through axle and quick release. The other option is just to, get a new tri-bike to match the configuration of my road bike, which is a very valid option. But with the roller, I can switch between these two bikes with no problem. It takes me a few seconds to go from my road bike to my tri-bike. All I need to do is adjust the wheelbase because the tri-bike has a longer wheelbase. WAHOO got some criticism because the roller does not measure its own power and its price, but hear me out. Measuring power with roller is clearly not something anyone has been able to do. Many roller manufacturers tried it and pretended to estimate power, but per my testing, that power measurement algorithm is basically a random number generator. It's not accurate or consistent, so I personally like what WAHOO did here with the roller. Instead of doing a bad job estimating power measurement for marketing purposes, they went the other way and decided to use the same power measurement device that you already have on your bike and use. So at the end of the day, both trainers are good at something, and I am glad WAHOO is reimagining rollers. Do not underestimate the power of rollers. Old dog, new tricks. Hope you find this video helpful. If you did, please take a second to hit the like button. If you are still watching and have not subscribed yet, then you know what to do. Thank you for watching, and see you guys in the next video.